Hey everybody, I'm in the woods again. Today's video isn't going to really be about anything bushcraft. It's just about some videography, things that I've learned in the little while that I've been shooting and things that I might want to pass on to other video makers. It's a lot about editing, really. Some of the good editors that I watch and the good videographers that I watch are Mike from MCQ Bushcraft, does a great job with his videography. Joe Robinette does a great job with his. Survival Lily does hers really well. What I'm taking here is I'm taking a lot of raw footage and just showing you what I have as raw footage, and then I'll show you how I edit it together into a scene. So what you'll see here in this first clip is a shot of me walking away and then me walking towards the camera. This is hopefully set up to be what I call a walk through the camera shot later, or a walk through shot. But I always end up shooting a lot of extra footage to make sure I have what I need once it gets to the editing stage, because I do all my editing back at home after I get out of the woods. So at some point I'm going to take that spot right there and make that an edit, and then we're going to move over to like me walking away from camera as if I've walked through the camera itself. You'll see it come together when it's all edited. What I'll do in this video is kind of show you all the raw footage, scene by scene, and then show you how that specific shot or scene gets put together, and then I'll have all the cut together scenes at the end. What I ended up doing was thinking about this one to like do a materialization and then a walkthrough and then a dematerialization. So you'll see that cut together here in the next clip. So here's what it's supposed to look like. I will materialize out of the wilderness, out of nowhere. I will walk through the camera and then dematerialize into the wilderness, into nowhere. This next one is something I call the walk over shot. This is one that's really easy, that doesn't involve a whole lot of editing. It's just when the subject approaches the camera, they end up walking right over, and you get reverse angles from both ways. So the raw footage is a bit long, and once you really do the editing, it shortens everything up pretty well. And I know that for some of us who are new to YouTube, there's some time limits on how long we can upload, so I would recommend for any new YouTubers out there or anybody who wants to make videos, get good at editing and including what's critical and cutting what's not, because that's what's going to let you put your videos up. So here's the full shot. The step over shot. The hard thing there is to match up the footsteps so a cadence keeps going. Here's one where I took a series of 3 photos and mashed them together to make kind of a choppy zoom into this little trail marker sign. The choppy zoom can be a cool effect. It gives like a creepy vibe almost. This is one where I'm taking a lunch break and I just decided to keep the camera on for a while. But here's how to kind of fix when you're out of frame. You can use the zoom and edit feature. I do all my filming and editing on my iPhone, and this is all with the Videos app. So this is a native app that comes standard with the phone. I imagine lots of other video software works the same way. Here you can see I'm not centered in the frame. I'm kind of watching what I'm doing instead of watching the screen that I'm filming with. I've dropped a couple of pieces of food through the grate there and gotta save them. And then this one actually has this weird double flip where I flip it over and it doesn't flip, so I flip it again. So in the edited shot, you'll see all that kind of fixed up. So now I've zoomed where I'm going to be more centered on the frame here in just a second. There's where I'm a little more centered. I'm still losing food to the grate. You can't edit that out. Then I move over to the camera left a little bit to be able to get those action shots of me retrieving food out of the fire. And we'll go camera right here again in just a second. I've also edited out that double flip. See, we're good. This is one I called a walk under shot, and in the woods for this one you really have to have some overhanging trees, because I do all my filming with this iPhone and a monopod or selfie stick. So it's a matter of wedging your equipment up into the branches of a tree and walking under it. So you do the approach shot, and then you reposition the camera, and then do the departure shot, as long as you can get your camera the right way. Mine kept hanging crooked in the tree, so I had to readjust. Now it hangs a little more level, and I can do my departure shot. So in the edited version, once we get done with the raw footage, you'll be able to see how that comes together. The approach, the walk under, and the departure. This is one where I stopped recording along the trail and was listening for an owl. And the shot ended up being really long, and the owl is very muted. So what I did once I got back to editing was I just centered the point around the owl and increased the volume. So it's a much shorter shot. This is just one of walking. I know Mike from MCQ Bushcraft has a couple shots of him walking, like in his intro, and so there's a couple cool ways to film this. The raw footage has me, setting up the shot, getting the camera at the right angle, adjusting the length of the monopod, and then it's got me turning off the camera as well. The finished shot just shows the walking. So here they are all cobbled together. I hope everybody can learn something from this video, and happy filmmaking, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.